Put y'all on. Like, it's too much money out here for you to only have one source of income. If you only got one source of income, child, I don't know where you been at. You for you, I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Hey guys, what's up with you? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me if you're not new. You already know what time it is. Spring gang and this thing. So you guys, this video is not gonna be too long because it's gonna be straight to the point. But also, if you got like any questions or anything, comment down below and I'll be sure to answer your question in a follow-up video. But as you can see from the title, this video is 5 things that I like about doing Uber. I make money different type of ways, but one of my ways that I make money is I do Uber. I have a whole bunch of side hustles that I do. If you're interested in learning about side hustles, click the link below in my description box and purchase my side hustle cheat sheet and I'm gonna put you on. But let's just get right into it. So the first thing that I like about doing Uber is the schedule. It's not a requirement for you to be on schedule. Like if you want to work today, all day and take off 4 days or take off a week or whatever. But what I can do say is if you rent a car through them, you do have a schedule. You have to complete like 30 rides a week or whatever. But if you don't rent a car through them, you don't have to be on schedule. You could work whenever. Like, it's very flexible. I'm a mom, so it's just like I'm big on being able to work when I want to work and still being able to make money without having to be on somebody's schedule. I do rent a car through them. I do Uber. I rent a car through Hertz. So, like I said, one of the requirements is 30 rides a week. And, of course, I have to pay the rental off. So, another thing is about the schedule. Like, you can set your schedule up how you want to set it. You can go into the app. You can schedule rides. Like, with Uber, you could do Uber Eats and you could do Uber. If you do Uber, like if you drive for Uber, you can go in the app. They be having rides that pop up or whatever. You can go ahead and select the rides that you want to do. So I like the schedule. It's very flexible. So the number 2 thing that I like about Uber is it's parent friendly. So when I say it's parent friendly, basically I mean like you could do Uber, you could drive for Uber, and you could do Uber Eats. So when I have my son, I can only do Uber Eats because you're not supposed to have anybody in the car when you're driving. So when I do Uber, like drive for people, he's not in the car. But it's parent friendly because I can have him with me in the car when I'm doing Uber Eats. So I like that. Another thing that I like, which is kind of, I should have probably put this as number 1, but these are not in order. These are just like, I don't know. These just like, I just put them in, just wrote it down to like have speaking points. But the next thing I like, this is number 3, these both go together, is the people in the restaurant. So one thing about doing Uber, I'm not gonna hold you, you're gonna meet a lot of people because when you do Uber and you got, like when you're driving Uber and you got people getting in and getting out your car, some people want to talk, some people don't want to talk, but it's like you never know who you picking up, you never know who. You don't know where they finna work at. Like, you just don't know. And one thing I can say is, like, it just takes, like, a simple hey, and you're literally, like, getting put on to, like, the most important person you probably met. Or they putting you on to some knowledge. Or they talking to you about their business. Or they telling you about a new event or a new spot. Like, it's just so cool. You be hearing people's stories. Like, sometimes it do get crazy, but this is the video about like what I like about Uber. Comment down below if you want me to make a video giving you 5 things that I dislike about Uber, because the people, even though it's a good thing, it also can be a bad thing, but we can go into that the next video. But overall, like I said, I'm a mom, so majority of people that I meet, they always be like, I don't know, they be trying to, not everybody, but majority of people, they just ask me like what I do, like is Uber the only thing that I do, and then that conversation just goes from there. I be like, yeah, I'm a mom, this is why I drive, and yeah, all that good stuff. So the next thing is the restaurants. If you know me, then you know I really adore food. I love food, y'all. So it's just like when you're doing Uber Eats, really when you, more so when you're doing Uber Eats, but even when you're doing Uber, like driving people, because sometimes people can request a ride like to a restaurant, and boom, you find out about a new restaurant that you don't know. Uber Eats, y'all, when I stay in Atlanta. When I tell y'all, it's so many freaking restaurants in Atlanta that I did not know about, and literally still to this day, like I've been doing Uber for like 2.5 years on and off or whatever. So to this day, I still come across like new restaurants. So one thing that I do is whenever I go to a new restaurant that I don't know, I screenshot that or whatever, so that way when I come home, I have a list of like restaurants that I want to try. Right now I'm doing a challenge, so I can't really eat out, but like when I do start eating out again, I'm just gonna cross it off, like restaurants that I want to go to. And I think that's just really cool, because it's like, when I tell you Atlanta got like a whole lot of food places, I didn't even know they had that many. So I really like that. That's why I said that probably should have been #1, because who don't like food? Next thing that I like about doing Uber is the driver limit. So they give you can drive for Uber 12 hours in a day. That means, like, let's just say if you want to log in from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., boom, 12 hours. And then once you do the 12 hours, you have to take a 6-hour break. So really, technically, depending on how early you start, you really can drive more than 12 hours after you take the 6-hour break. But I feel like 12 hours is really like a good amount of time for you to like make your money. So I also can include this in what I dislike about Uber. So even though you could do 12 hours like with Uber Eats and with Uber DoorDash, there's not a limit. Like if you want to be on the app all day long, you can be on the app all day long. So I'm just throwing it in there, even though it's not like a dislike, but I do like the driving limit. I feel like 12 hours is like a good time for me to like run it up and make money. Like if you be out there to 12 hours Monday through Sunday, like getting them rides back to back, you can make good money, like really good money, y'all. If y'all don't believe me, all you gotta do is just go to YouTube, type in 2K minimum a week on Uber. It's so many people that make 2K a week on Uber, like for real. So that brings me to my next point, the money. So like I said, me, because it's a side hustle for me, I really don't get out there for 12 hours how I want to. But let's just say if I could get out there for 12 hours, I will. This week, I did do the whole 12 in a day because I had time to do it. Was it this week? Or I think it was over the weekend. I did 12 in a day. But my goal is to just every day, if I can max them 12 hours out, I'm gonna max them 12 hours out. Because y'all, if you work Monday through Sunday, you make more money driving Uber than doing Uber Eats. Cause that's just in my opinion. Comment down below if you have like experience otherwise. But if you get out there, I know for sure with Uber, you can make 2K minimum a week, but you have to be consistent and you have to be dedicated. Like you have to wake up. My advice is to wake up super early, like early in the morning, because between like 4 a.m. to 8 o'clock a.m., you can make $100 quick. So like you can literally make, if you be out there, $275 a day, $300 a day. It just depends on the day of the week. Every day of the week is different. Of course, you make more money on the weekends, but sometimes you might make more money like during the week. So yeah, these are my 5 things. So number 1, the schedule. Number 2 is parent friendly. 3, the people in the restaurant. Shout out to the restaurants. Oh, also comment down below, if you do Uber Eats, let me know which restaurant has been your favorite restaurant to go to so far. And number 4, the driver limit. And then number 5, the money, the income. That's why we're doing it, so we can get this money on. Okay, and one more thing that I do want to say is, in order to like maximize your income with Uber, you have to have a good mindset. Like you can't not work. Like that's not how this app works. You have to work. You have to log in and put them hours in. As long as you put them hours in and you're staying focused and you're staying determined, then like you gonna make that money. One of the things that I do when I do Uber Eats is, of course, you're gonna listen to music, but I try to listen to like YouTube videos or whatever, like while I'm driving, so I can hear it to make the time go by. Cause like the time, even though 12 hours sound like a lot, I feel like it's really not a lot. So yeah, and then another thing, even when I drive with people, I try to make conversations, but every time, like sometimes, some days you don't feel like making conversations, and then sometimes people don't want to talk. But if you get to like talk to your passengers, if they want to talk, then it makes the time go by fast. So these are just like my 5 things and what I like, but definitely have a positive mindset. Like if you come into this negatively, you're not gonna make no money. And like I said, even if you don't have a car, you can rent a car through them. So definitely check that option out. I know a lot of people can't drive for Uber, but if you can, you should definitely go check that out. But yeah, y'all, comment down below if you want me to give you my 5 things that I dislike about doing Uber, because child, I have so many stories. Like they be getting on my nerves. Like, the people, customers really gets on your nerves. Restaurants gets on your nerves. But if you want me to go into that, just let me know. And also, if you're interested in making extra income, click the link down below in my description box and purchase my side hustle cheat sheet. And I'm gonna put y'all on. Like, it's too much money out here for you to only have one source of income. If you only got one source of income, child, I don't know where you been at. You could always use extra income. Comment down below and tell me, like, if you had extra income, what would you use that income for? But that's really it for this video, you guys. If you like these type of videos, let me know, and I'm gonna keep them coming. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Bye.